Here are 10 everyday things that are really hard for autistic people. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Aspie world. My name is Dan, I have autism and ADHD, and I make weekly videos all about this. So if you want to learn more, remember to hit that subscribe button by clicking the notification bell, and hit follow if you're watching on the other platforms. Okay, so 10 things that autistic individuals find really difficult. Here we go. Number 1 is phone calls. Now, phone calls are something that is a socially accepted norm, or something that is typically okay. You know, you pick up the phone, you dial a number, and you talk to somebody. And you don't really think much about it. Whereas autistic individuals will not only worry about making the phone call and panic whilst on the phone call, they will plan and try and script out what to say on the phone call. Why? Because this type of interaction is so difficult to gauge. The person isn't in front of you. You don't know what their reaction is. You don't know what they're going to react with when you say something. You don't know if it's your turn to talk or their turn to talk or whose turn to talk. It's hard to know. Also, click to subscribe. The interesting thing about it is that autistic people struggle with phone calls unless you've had prior training on phone calls, right? Please share this video if you think it's helpful for somebody. And also tag your friends in the comments to see if they would be interested in this video. I remember when I was in one of my office jobs that I worked at, they taught me how to use the telephones and like how to talk appropriately on the telephone, like, hello, Daniel speaking, welcome to blah, blah, blah. And so I use that etiquette now when I'm on the phone anyway, but unless I had prior training, it was difficult. So I'm like, oh, am I silent on the phone? Do I talk? Do they talk? It's so difficult. It's very difficult. If you relate to this, you gotta give the video a thumbs up. Okay, number 2 is fluorescent lighting. Oh my goodness, I did a TikTok video about this, which I will link, description down below. I'll link a link to this. It was a viral video, went over 1 million views. It was all about showing the flicker of lights. Fluorescent lights flicker, right? They have a rapid rate of flickering. Now, typical people, like neurotypical people who are not autistic, cannot see this flicker. But autistic people not only see the flicker, they can sometimes hear the flicker, the noise, the buzzing. And I did a video where I show this on the camera. I changed the frame rate on the camera so you could see the flicker and what we see as autistic individuals. It's fascinating. I highly recommend checking out the video. I'll leave it down below so you can go to my TikTok channel and give me a follow and watch that video. But this is a daily struggle because it is in every supermarket, most offices. It's horrendous. Okay, number 3 is wearing certain clothes. Now, clothing is so difficult, not only because the materials can become harsh or they're difficult to kind of use, but also the tags on the back of the shirts. Like, I don't have tags on any of my shirts, right? Because that is just like a prickly, awful sensation. But the seams of shirts and socks and trousers, so difficult for autistic individuals to navigate around. Very uncomfortable. It's irritating because you're having to wear those clothes all day. So we find it hard to find clothes that are sensory pleasing for us and that are going to make us feel less irritated during the day. Because if you're irritated by your clothes, then everything else is going to be rubbish, you know, it's going to be garbage all day. And so it's hard to find that. And that's a daily struggle, you know, it really is. Okay, so number 4 is unstructured social events. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you the amount of times I've been somewhere where it's kind of like unorganized. I don't know what's going on. Where do we sit? Where do we get food? Are we going to have drinks? Are we going to speak to this person? Is somebody talking? Is there music? It's chaos. The autistic brain can't deal with chaos because the world is chaos. Don't add any more chaos into this already difficult life to understand. Social events, especially unplanned social structured events, is so difficult. It's so demanding. Yet people want to do this thing on a daily. They want to have like friends over and they want to go here and they want to do this and they want to do that. And no. We need things planned. And those unstructured things give us so much anxiety and fear. It's so difficult to navigate around. And I apologize to all my friends who've always wanted to do stuff with me and I can never do it because I'm so overwhelmed with the unstructure. Okay, number 5 is making eye contact. People do this on the daily. They want to make eye contact with people and then they maintain this eye contact and they talk to people and make eye contact. Actually, funny story, when I first started YouTube, I couldn't even make eye contact with the camera. I've since realized that it's a camera lens and it's not a person, so it's a little bit easier to do. However, I still struggle with eye contact with people. It's something that you never really get over as an autistic person. It's just something that's difficult. The only person that I can make eye contact with is my partner, because we share an intimate connection. That is the only person I make eye contact with. It's so difficult. Okay, number 6 is transitioning between tasks. Now, a lot of people can have they're doing a task of blah, 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 and then they'll be like, oh, I need to stop that and go to the grocery store and pick something up. Now, one of the things that I cannot stand, and it's so irritating, it kind of hurts, it's like painful, is that like if I'm in the middle of doing a task, and then like, oh, I've run out of sellotape, now I need to go out to the store to buy sticky tape. It's knocked all the dominoes over. It's all a mess. Everything's chaotic. It's not how I need it to be. And I can't deal with it. It's so irritating, and I can't describe how irritating and disruptive this is to life. And here is now a word from today's sponsor. Guys, so one of the biggest questions that always happens with people is that they always ask, hey, are weighted blankets hot? No. This time, I have found the best weighted blanket. Now, look, let me tell you, I was really interested in this company to partner with them because my girlfriend swears by weighted blankets, and so do I. I've had a weighted blanket for a long time. However, I gave my weighted blanket away to somebody else who needed it more than me, and so did my girlfriend. Now, this awesome company reached out to me and said, hey, do you want to check out a weighted blanket? And I was like, yeah. So BalooLiving.com reached out and was like, hey, would you like a weighted blanket to try it? And I'm like, yeah, 100%. So I decided to test out that blanket, and I assure you guys, it's not just a weighted blanket. This thing is quality. So weighted blankets. This one is cool and comfortable. It's made with chemical-free cotton, lead-free glass beads, so there's no heating trapped inside the polyester or synthetic smells, and it is really good for people who are hot sleepers. Like me, I'm a very hot sleeper. But there's no funky smells on it. This is a trusted quality. Basically, it's machine washable, which is amazing, of course, because of glass beads. It's dryer safe, and it's backed by a lifetime guarantee, and this investment will last. This is so cool. I cannot tell you how good weighted blankets are for people on the autism spectrum, right? So the weight is distributed equally in this one. So it uses a unique 3-size pocket design, which ensures that the most balance for comfort is present when you're using the blanket. Now, we use it to go to sleep, but you can also use it if you're feeling maybe overwhelmed or you're feeling anxious. Weighted blankets or weighted compression on people with autism and ADHD has profoundly awesome results. Now, this is proven benefits. This is backed by studies showing that this reduces anxiety, improves sleep quality, and the deep pressure stimulation is helpful for the proprioception, which is people who also suffer from sensory processing disorder will get a benefit from this. It is an eco-friendly, carbon-neutral, ocean-positive, and plastic-free blanket with sustainable packaging and a UK delivery option available if you're in the UK, but they also ship to the US. They are just, honestly, guys, I cannot tell you, I've met the company founder personally. She's just lovely. Elizabeth is an absolute gem, and she really cares about people and really wants to make a difference in their lives, hence why she has this product. Also, you just saw me using the product, right? So to me, this thing is absolutely fantastic. I'm literally over the moon in love with this product. Like, it's insanely good. Okay, go to the link in my bio, use the code TAW to get 10% off site-wide. So anything you buy on the site, if you use the code TAW, you get 10% off. Go there right now. The link is in my bio, or you can go to BalooLiving.com right now and get it. So the link will be in the description and my bio. Remember to use the code TAW to get 10% off. All right, guys, back to the video. Click to subscribe. Okay, number 7 is unspoken rules. Now, there are so many rules that people engage with, like, you know, what's an etiquette? Do you give up your seat for somebody? Do you open a door for somebody? Do you let someone sit down first? Do you speak in a social situation? How far do you stand away from somebody? Do you engage in small talk? How do I get the... But there's so many things that we don't understand. As autistic individuals, there are unspoken, unwritten social rules that people just know through just existing and being around other people. Whereas the entire world is so difficult for autistic individuals to come to terms with and come to really understand the chaos that these unwritten, unspoken social rules we never understand, and we have to kind of then now learn. We have to like catch up ad hoc, meaning in the moment, which is so difficult. Okay, number 8, this is probably one of my biggest issues, and my girlfriend always tries, bless her soul, trying new foods. We like our comfort foods, and I know I can see you, chicken nugget fan, I'm there. I'm like, I eat vegan food, right? And so I'm a vegan chicken nugget fan. Chicken nuggets are like the staple. If you're an autistic person, chicken nuggets, I got you. If I just called you out, you have to give this video a thumbs up. Chicken nuggets is the boy. Trying new foods, difficult, so difficult, because we're used to that thing, and that thing gives us comfort and predictability, and that predictability is calming to us. Everything else is chaos. Okay, number 9 is answering open-ended questions like, tell me about yourself. What do you want to do today? This is a gridlock, because it's like, there are so many things about me. Which one do you want to know? Where do I start? You didn't ask for my name, you didn't ask for my hobby, you didn't ask for my job, you just said, tell me about yourself. Where do I start with this? Autistic individuals like structured routine in a incremented format. Very black and white. There's no gray areas. So just asking an open-ended question like, hey, you know, what do you want to do today? I have no idea. Like, it should be, hey, what would you like to do after breakfast today before we go to the grocery store? That's a question. That's a good question. That's a question. Okay, number 10, all-time craziest one is being interrupted. Oh my goodness. it's like it sets me on fire. I remember once I was like moving a carpet around in my house, and the girl I was living with, I was just about to put the corner of the carpet down to make it all nice and flush, and she came over and just whipped the carpet down and did it herself. It interrupted my task, my flow. I couldn't believe it. I was ignited with rage because I don't like to be interrupted. I like to see something through fruition. I start something and then I end it there. But this was just like this rage. I can't even, guys. Honestly, I can't even. If this resonates with you, drop me a comment down below, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Click to subscribe. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.